Let me sit my tail down. Taurus, hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. Taurus, I'm going to give it a second. I have to wait for YouTube to first let you guys know that I'm on, and second, for them to send out the notifications. Okay, so I'm on my computer now. So Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading, Taurus. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started on your reading. We are going to be doing, I feel bad. I feel like I should do both. I did do your reading earlier this morning, so technically you were supposed to have 2 different reads today. So maybe I'll do a pre-read, pre-record, and then I'll record it later for you guys. But we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. And what we're going to do is start with some oracles. Ooh, I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful about that. We're going to start with some oracles here. Taurus, we're going to see what's going to come out here for you guys today. This is going to be for Taurus. All right, let's see what's coming out here for you, Taurus. This is for Taurus. Let's get your first card. This is for Taurus. Taurus, you guys have the past coming out, and you also have rebellion, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about it. Here with the past, it says a past situation or a person from the past will return either to finish unfinished business or give you closure. You will have to decide. You will have to decide if it's worth revisiting or leaving it in the past. So this is going to be pretty much up to you. I'm pretty sure when we get into the tarot, I'll be able to tell you guys what this means, if you're going to be able to let this go or not, if you're struggling to let it go. Now, sometimes this does actually refer to a situation from the past. What does that mean? You know, you may have to revisit something that is not necessarily the best, or revisit something that you just have to finish taking care of before you can move forward, that type of thing. That is what this is basically saying, okay? So when we get into the tarot, like I said before, we're going to see what this means for you, all right, when we get into it. But I like the fact that here with rebellion, regardless, you're going against what you will normally do. And I feel like this would be a good thing. Here it says you're not playing it safe anymore. You're not really playing any games with anybody. I'm not really seeing that in your energy. I'm not seeing that in you at all. It talks about your inner rebellion, okay? And you're wanting to be your authentic self, regardless. So let's push this to the side. Let's see what else is coming out here for you, Taurus. Let's see. Hey, Vixen. They haven't let y'all know that I'm on, y'all. This is just horrible. This is just so horrible. I'm not going to stop, though. I'm not going to stop. All right, so let's go ahead. This is for Taurus. Let's see what's going to come out here for you, Taurus. Ooh, you guys have delusional. Ooh, you guys have delusional. It says you can stay held up if you want in your mind, hoping and wishing, waiting and wanting. Okay, or you can get up and make changes. Don't get lost in the fantasy world when you can create a reality that is so much better. Now, this is like one of those things that this is nobody else's fault. I'm not saying it's your fault, but this is nothing to do with nobody else but you. Okay? Because at this point, you guys are believing something that isn't true. You are wanting something that is not meant for you. Now, this could have something to do with a past person. Right? If it's a relationship, it's like, I'm in love with them, we're supposed to be together. And according to this card, if we're going to use that as an example, it is literally saying that is delusional thinking. This thinking isn't correct. You shouldn't be thinking this way. Okay? This is not reality. It's not realistic. So a delusional thought, a delusional mind is that there is something with you where you are not thinking realistically. And about what that could be, I don't know. Right? That could literally be you don't have enough money in the bank. You're going to go out and spend money that you know you don't have. Right? Okay. So when we're saying delusional, what are we referring to? And again, like I said before, we're going to get into the tarot. We're going to see what that could be for you. But with this, it's like, come on now. All right. Come on, Taurus. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but this is what it's saying. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Taurus. Let's see what comes out here for you, Taurus. All right, next card that's coming out. Ooh, romance. Hello, I love it. I love it. Here, romance. And then at the bottom of the deck, you got stagnation. Okay, so, well, either way, that's pretty obvious. Romance here is just romance. I mean, there's really no other way to cut this. It says, love is yours to take. The person on your mind is going to make a romantic gesture. Okay, now here it is again, like I said before. There is a past situation, what does it say, that will return. Okay, it says either this is going to give you closure, okay, or you're going to have to decide something. Is it worth it? Now, with this romance card coming out, this is what's making me believe that it's someone that you know. This is someone from your past. It doesn't have to be if you don't have a past person, by the way. But this is making me believe that this is someone from the past that you will be re-engaged with. Like you're going to be enacting, reenact, or in, you know, in some kind of way, you know, getting back up with them, talking to them, you know, however you want to say it, right? This is what's going to happen. It's a rekindled love. Rekindled love. Okay? So now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. Now I'm going to pull from the tarot. I was using some different cards this morning. Technically, I'd rather just use these cards, to be honest with you. It's just so much easier for me to do. All right, so let's go ahead, Taurus. Let's see what comes out. Let's see what's going on here with the past, though. We got to see what's happening here with the past. This is for Taurus. Let's see what's happening here with you and the past. This is for Taurus. So, ooh, okay, that hit my thumb, so we'll take both. This is for Taurus. Taurus, past. Ooh, this is how it came. And I'm not necessarily doing reversals, but if it comes out, that means we need to see something. And then you, oof, oof, ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, Taurus. Oh my God. Ooh, Taurus. First of all, you got the devil that came out of your reading. And it is telling you something. This thing, whatever this is, had you just jacked up. Remember, it says even if it was a situation, it had you messed up for real. If you look at this card, this person literally is crouched over. Now, we hope that it ain't got nothing to do with money that got y'all crouched over like that. Because remember, it says a past situation that you must revisit, right? So hopefully it ain't got nothing to do with money situations. Let's just hope that ain't got nothing to do with that, okay? But there is something here that you may have to face when it pertains to money. It could be. But I personally believe that it's romance just because you guys had the romance card that came out. You are dealing with someone who is considered, and y'all say this, not me, because I say karmic is anybody that is like someone from a past life, right? They came in your life to teach you a lesson in some kind of way. You guys had the Wheel of Fortune that came out. So it's like, no. This was meant to happen. You know, the feelings that you feel, those thoughts that you had, and look at what it says, how this person made you feel. It literally says, it was reckless and impulsive. It lacked direction. You were always being opposed. This person was telling you no when you wanted them to say yes. You were giving them suggestions and ideas of how this relationship can grow, and they were always coming up with excuses. It wasn't working right. This is that person. It literally says karmic lessons for you, and it was meant to happen. You were supposed to feel this way. You were supposed to experience this with them, without a doubt. So we don't want to make excuses just because it hurt, right? Just because it hurt, it's okay. Like you were supposed to experience it. But what does it say? It was supposed to give you a big push to do something. Are you going to leave or are you going to stay? Based off of what I see here with Delusion, don't play with me, Taurus. Do not be playing with me. According to that card, like it's, you know how they say, play with your mama, don't play with me. Because I know I'm not looking at what I'm looking at. Know your tendencies of delusions. Know that the fact that you can be delusional. Because if we're looking at the same person that I'm looking at, what are you thinking that you're going to get from this person? This card specifically says you can stay held up if you want to. Wishing, hoping, wanting, waiting if you want to, or you can really get up and make change. Like, why is this person so special out of all the rest of the people that can come in your life? Again, codependency got you all bent up in the game. Now, we're only clarifying one person. Could be a Capricorn, by the way, could be a Cancer. Only fools will rush into something that they know they shouldn't be in. Do not put yourself in a position where it is going to make you regress. You're going to go backwards dealing with this kind of individual, but you will be facing this. This is what you're about to face. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get delusional. Let's get delusional. Okay, I'm happy that I know Dolores, you're usually here, but again, usually you guys are in here. I'm happy that maybe y'all are not. You're probably going in on me, but anyway. Y'all will see this later, but either way, it still stands. Okay, it talks about your fantasy world, what you've created, this whole fantasy about this situation. Come on now. It says reality is so much better. Like, let's be so effing for real. Okay, let's get delusional. Exactly. You see how this card literally says? This card literally says, make your stand right now. You have to fight for it. And we're not talking about fighting them. We're saying you have to fight for it. If you know that you are susceptible to like this illusion, this fantasy with this person, it can be a new person. But if you know that you are susceptible to those things, what does it say? You got to guard your heart. You got to stand on your 10 toes. You can't be coming up in here, like, oh, well, you know what, dropping your defenses and completely leaving yourself open like that. The 7 of Wands is in reverse, y'all. Y'all leaving yourself open to people who are manipulators, people who are mistreating you, people who ain't really feeling you like that. And you know that they don't because they're not even really giving the way that they're supposed to give. You're questioning it. You're like, you know what? Maybe they're not that bad, or maybe they're going through a lot, and, no. They are withdrawn emotionally. They're emotionally unavailable. They're not focused on you. They're moody one minute. They're manipulative the next. This is not a recipe for someone who's going to be, your all of everything. I just don't see it. Not with this energy, I don't. But we have to stick to what Spirit is telling y'all. It says, do not back down from this energy. Do not back down from this. Face it head on. Learn how to say no. Because again, it's still a lesson for y'all. Because what if you move into another connection and you still got these same tendencies? You're doing the same shit that you were doing in this past relationship, and now all of a sudden you're crying about it. Break that tendency to be codependent on someone because you just want to be in love. You just want to be in love. And you're seeing things and it's not reality. I feel like a lot of y'all are forcing something to be real. You're like forcing something. And it's like, I'm not saying this person can't like you. I just don't think that they're putting in enough effort. And it's a very passive energy too. It's kind of like, if it works, it works. Look at this. Here, and look at what are we looking at? What does it say? Are you rescuing them from something? Why are they in your life? Do they feel like they can come over to you? Hold on, let me blow this out. Let me blow this out because I feel like it's going to break like it did yesterday. Let me move this out the way. Let me move that out the way. We ain't going to be doing that. Okay. Let's put that there. Okay, because this candle look like it's about to break like it did yesterday. So let me go ahead and blow that out. Sorry, y'all. There we go. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. We ain't about to be having those games. Even though I like all that light, I love that light. Okay, anyway. The Knight of Wands literally came out, y'all. Like, it's saying that you know that this person is not reliable. They're unpredictable in the way that they make you feel. They're unpredictable in their actions. They're unpredictable in their feelings. Like, this is not something that you do not know. And I feel like you being there is enabling this behavior. Do I feel like you've told them? Have you talked to them about it? Yes. Have you said, hey, you know what, babe? I don't think that this is necessarily something that I want to do. I don't think that this is, I feel like maybe we should try to kind of change some things. And like, they'll shake their head, but they're really not going to change. Not being a knight. And you really like this person. That's what sucks. You dropped your guard too fast with them. And I'm telling you, if it is somebody that you have not been talking to, I see them here. A lot of y'all are obsessing about something, working with someone who isn't meant for you. Now we're going to move into the romance part because that's what your reading was today. I could say, is it about money? I mean, the only thing that I'm seeing here with money is that, you know what, it's going to improve. I feel that even being in relationships have damaged your money situation. Overly giving, not focusing on your work, not focusing on your goals. I feel like that has caused even some issues with your money. Okay, maybe, like trying to please this person, being a people pleaser, overly pleasing somebody. Okay, I feel it. Yeah. And so when it comes down to your finances, I do believe that there's been some type of chokehold on your money. Maybe something that you want to start, you didn't start. Some project that you want to start, you did not, or maybe a job that you've been thinking about that you want to do. It's like something that you've been trying to do or been thinking about doing, you haven't even been doing it. So, and this could be anything, not just with your money. I feel like there's a lot of different things that you want to do, a lot of things that you want to achieve, but I just don't see that you were doing it because you were so focused on this mess. And I hate to say it this way. It's almost like you were seeking approval from them. Like, I just need them. I need them to like me. I need them to want me. I need them to tell me that they want me to be here. And you know what I feel, what has happened? This back and forth. You know what happens? It's called breadcrumbing. So what they do is they get you to latch on. They'll pull away. And now you're yearning for it. They come back in and then they pull away again. And now it has become a pattern to the point where you have become submissive to that whole routine. You don't know how to let it go. You don't know how to walk away. You don't know how to do all that. So when we're saying codependency, we're not saying codependency and they're always around. It means that it's even hard for you to let them go because now it's almost like an addiction. Getting someone back could be an addiction. The person coming back in, wanting you and telling you how much they miss you can become an addiction. Just them saying it, right? So, this is a disaster. Now let's go ahead. Let's get to romance. Love is yours to take. Okay. So we're going to see how this is going to turn out. Let's see. I think I said, I see Capricorn. I see a lot of water. So I see Pisces. I see Cancer. I see Scorpio in this reading. So let's see what else is coming out here. Like I said, as far as, you guys had the Ten of Pentacles here. Ooh, that came up in the upright. I like that. Why do I believe that this could be someone new? You had the Ten of Pentacles here and you had the Ten of Swords here. You see how this could have been in reverse, but you see how it says divorce. That's what it says. Okay. This to me does feel like this is somebody you just knew you were going to marry them. You just knew you were going to marry this person. Like, I done been with you for 4 or 5 years. I done been with you for 10 years. You telling me we ain't going to be together? It's almost like you're in shock because you had this idea of how certain things are supposed to go, and it's not going that way. And a lot of y'all are not accepting the fact that it's not going that way, or you couldn't accept the fact that it was. But this 10 of Pentacles is hitting romance, meaning another chance with something that actually failed in the past because we have the Ten of Swords at the bottom. It says that this was a failure. This is a dead end. I don't care how long you've been with them. This is a dead end. Now, let's see if another person will come out here. Oof. That's another person, y'all. This person, no ma'am, not with the Hangman. You even had the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That is both upright and reverse. Because here it says this, the connection, the reason why you guys are even considering someone new is because the relationship you're in is so emotionally unstable. Let's be for real. When I talked about predictability in the beginning part or the middle part of this reading, that's exactly what I saw. I saw that more than anything. It is unpredictable. You don't know what they're going to be and who they're going to be from one day to the next. Are they going to be available emotionally for me today? Are they going to talk to me today? Are they going to be in a good mood today? And a lot of y'all are getting a little turned off by this. You're getting turned off by it. Because here, even with this card, it talks about how you guys, it says it's under review. So, I have to use it my way. You guys, it's like you're thinking about it. You're like, I don't even know if this is what I want. I'm starting to get turned off. Like, I need something new. I may want something new. But I think, a lot of y'all are you're going to go through it before you realize you need to get up out of there. Oh, yeah. Some of y'all going to end up coming up out of there with nervous conditions. Shaking all the time, looking over your shoulder, traumatized because you were insisting on being with someone who is literally like exposing all the shadow self, triggering the hell out of you. But you're constantly giving them excuses. Here with the Ace of Pentacles, he even talks about that. How you are giving them excuses. And this is causing a lot of instability financially, emotionally. And this person is so selfish. They are selfish as hell, and they know what they're doing. It's not that they don't know. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. If you offer to give them money, they're not going to say, and you know what? No, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to give me anything. Even if you have it, instead of them saying, you know what? No, like I want something real. They're going to be like, okay, what? How much? And even if they don't say it in that way, they're going to be very slick, but you're going to give them that money. When's the last time you guys, they've been really considerate about your feelings, and they've been concerned about your feelings, and you have to press the issue for them to even care based off of what we see. When you want something, it's always an excuse. This is the reason why delay is there. It's always an excuse. So here, the universe is basically saying you guys need to proceed with caution with this. I don't see this person completely out of your energy. Some of y'all, this ain't even happened yet, by the way. This ain't even happened. The whole breakup didn't even happen yet. That means you're going to go into it. Then you're going to have that little separation. You're going to be feeling shitty as hell. That's the only thing you're going to be thinking about. Oh my God, I can't believe we're not together no more. I can't believe that this is happening. And then this is going to be the read for you. This is going to be your read. But here, Spirit is saying there's a devil in the details here. You already know something is up. But see, it goes right back to that delusional card. That was why I was so disappointed when that came out. Because I said, damn, they see it, but they are not accepting it. But one thing that I can tell you, a new beginning is coming. Because this card was both upright and reverse. And you are going to be, I love it. Here, I just now saw that. Here with the hangman. What does it say? It says, aha, epiphany moment. That's right. It's like you learn how to surrender. You don't force anything when it comes down to this connection. You're not forcing anything, nothing. But let me get to your money. Like I said, once you see what you need to see, everything becomes clear to you. Now things start to formulate. Your money starts to get better, which is true. Money starts to get better. Your ideas are forming and it's flowing. You're starting to like move. You're going places. You're meeting people. You actually like somebody. They like you. You don't have to bribe them. You're not with someone who's pretending. And another thing, some of y'all think that y'all so badass that these people that's with you can't pretend because you look good. You got a nice body or you got money. You're like, well, they can't be pretending with me. I'm like the cream of the crop. Some people do not know what value looks like. And you're thinking that because you're valuable that they see your value. I can tell you, and this is a long time ago, it's about people that I've read for, and I can see how the men will do almost everything for the woman, right? I'm just using this as an example. The man would do everything they possibly can for this woman. And the woman was just like, I don't give a damn. She was so, when I tell you the energy that came out for her was so absolutely distorted. And I couldn't, and the bad part about it is that I could not like bash her because I remember asking him like, was she ever abused? Was there some abuse? And, he started telling me, oh man, it ended up being that she just had an effed up life. And so when she came to him in this way of like, very presentable, very well put together, that type of thing. She was straight up a disaster on the inside. Next thing you know, he locked in. and like her, fell in love with her, and he can't get out of it. At least at that point, he couldn't. Okay, so I'm telling you that's what's happening. I'm saying that's where a lot of you guys are, and that's where a lot of you guys are going to end up. Now, again, like I said before, I do see you getting out of this, but let's go ahead. Let's get your last card, because this is going to kind of say how this is going to go. Money, again, I do see your money improving. I do see something new. Here with the Two of Pentacles, I don't know. I feel like some of you guys could be getting money from court. It could be money that you've been waiting for. It could be money. I mean, this usually could be inheritance, but I mean, very few people that I know get inheritance. Very few. But it could be an inheritance. It could be just money that was just held up that you were supposed to get from the past and you have not received it and eventually came in. This could be investments. Maybe you have invested, you sold your stocks or whatever, and that money is coming in here for you. That's something that I see, okay? But I do see money coming in, and that's going to help you a lot. Feels like you're kind of springboarding in a new direction when it comes down to your finances, so that's something good that I see, all right? But I do see it could take a second, meaning it's just a little delay on getting it. But if you've been waiting for it, I definitely see it here in the reading. Let's go ahead. Let's get your last card. I'm actually going to get two different cards. Let's get this one. And then I want to get one. I want to show you that in a minute. Ooh, you guys did have Emperor at the bottom of the deck. I like that. I think you guys always get the Emperor, though. Technically, I think you guys always get the Emperor. So that's actually not a bad thing. And I want to get you guys an actual picture here. So let's see what comes out. This is for Taurus. Let's see. Let's get the picture one first. Look at that. New beginning. Like clockwork, new beginning. I love this because you see it's like this person is like, let me see what else is out there. Oh, wait a minute. A little curious. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? What is that? You see how you're able to experience and start to do things that you weren't able to? A lot of y'all don't know that this is what's going to be happening. A lot of y'all don't know that. A lot of y'all are kind of fighting for something, and you're okay in this space for the moment. But again, if it's a karmic lesson, you are going to be dragged. Okay, get dragged, but hurry up and get here. Okay, get dragged, but hurry up and get to this place. That's all we're asking. Get to this place and we're good. But it is saying that you're definitely going to experience a new beginning here. I love it. I love it. All right. So this is the card that came out. Boom. All right. King of Pentacles is you. All right. So this is really good. I love this out of all the cards that are coming out that have come out here for you. King of Pentacles is summing up a lot of things. Like I said before, I don't know where this money is coming from. The Ten of Pentacles is really, really good. That actually came out on romance because that's like an offer. That's actually you getting something. Okay. Very whimsical energy is putting you in a really good mood. So I don't know where this money is coming from. I mean, but honestly, I see prosperity. I mean, full blown prosperity. So money on point, but love. Y'all got to get rid of this asshole. You do. You're going to have to get rid of this asshole because there's someone who is loyal. Someone is loyal. They're, very grounded. They're stable. There's somebody like that that's coming into your energy. But right now, like I'm telling you, the energy of like assholeism is around you. Now, some of y'all could be accused of that. Some of y'all are being accused of not being loving, not being supportive, being mean, being aggressive, being rigid. Like some of y'all are, basically being accused of that. And this new beginning is basically saying there is going to be something where it's going to reach its head. It's going to rear its head. Like this ain't going to continue. Okay. Now, the card that came out as far as this card was the Seven of Pentacles. Same thing. How long are you going to invest? How long are you going to give? Who are you going to be investing in? What are you going to be investing in order for it to produce fruits? And this is with everything. You see how everything is combined? You have your money, you have your love, and it is saying this could actually work. This could actually bring you a lot of fulfillment, a lot of enjoyment, but it depends on what you put your energy into. How you do it, who you do it, to win. Because there's somebody here know for a fact that they got control over you. They know it. They're just not telling you. They're pretending. They're pretending that they don't know that they got control. They're pretending that they're not, having control over your feelings, getting you upset when they know that that one thing that they say to you is going to piss you off, okay? Or saying something to you because they're trying to make you feel little. This is what they're doing. And I hate this because, again, like I said before, that delusional card was the thing that really, really kind of just like made me, just hurt me. Okay, because again, I do see that you guys are trying to get up out of something, but it's just this vulnerability. It's just this vulnerability. And I don't think that you guys are paying attention to everything that they're doing. I don't think that you're seeing the red flags. But thank goodness, okay, that this new beginning is here. Like, this is a thing that's actually really saving you. And there is a card, I forgot, that came out a little bit earlier, that came out where it says God's hand is actually in your life. So I do see that something is going to come up out of this when it's time. But this is like I said, it's not a bad reading. It is very much so realistic because it's just reality of what you guys have been experiencing and what you still will experience. I even though I know this is a new year, I don't think that you're up out of what you're supposed to be out of yet, which I told you, I don't think you're going to be up out of that really until maybe even April when Uranus leave your house. Okay, and it all depends on what else is being actually opposed or squared or aspected. But again, like I said before, oh yeah, this is some stuff is about to go down. It's about to go down. Okay, and hopefully it's just going to end up being in your favor. But anyway, Taurus, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. Again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. All right, Taurus, I love you guys.